Mr. Denemeç, I interviewed you here during the summer session,
Yes.
and you were focusing on the idea how to use the so-called frozen assets of Syrians for the benefit of the refugees. Has anything happened since we discussed that?
Well, we discussed here, and the migration committee, said that's very good idea. Let's talk about that one. But there is no progress in that idea. Actually, as I mentioned, that behind that idea is one of the professor from Oxford University, who is also advisor of the UN. As I think that there is no problem behind that one, but the processes in United Nations is not easy. Especially the decision of the Security Council is necessary for this issue.
But how on earth are you coping with the situation? Do you have money enough in Turkey?
Well, actually, I don't want to say here it's a big burden for Turkey, but it is.
It must be.
Yeah, it is. Right now, the figures, it's $8 billion. The reason is that, let me tell you one thing, that's the humanitarian things. Yesterday, kids started to school. Right now, 370 Syrian kids are in our Turkish schools. They started to study. So we are trying to provide, we are going to share everything what we have. Medical assistance, education, shelter, food, everything. If it's possible, they may work. I mean, the government permit the Syrians to work in Turkey, but it creates a lot of problems, that.
Cultural problem.
It's a cultural problem. Mm-hmm. Also, it's reduced the. They are ready to work with the lower wages for create the imbalances in the working market, in the society also. It's in some of the cities the population is too high. For example, Kilis, more than half of the population is Syrian refugees, and some of the cities they are renting houses and the prices goes up. So all the things creates the social problems also. I mean, we are not talking about the 200,000 people. We are talking about 2 million people.
I know. In my part of the world, Scandinavia, people are saying all the time, please leave the refugees close to their area of origin, which in this case is Turkey. What could the rest of Europe do in order to fulfill that wish?
Well, let me tell you one thing. If it is possible, but the only possibility is, if you give them the hope about the future in their countries, yes, they would like to stay close their countries. Otherwise, they are looking for the new future. So that's the reason they stay in Turkey 3 years. But it's not easy to provide better, the life standards here, and they know that they can find in European countries better life standards. Then they started to move ahead.
So what do you tell the refugees? Stay and we will help you here, or move on?
Well, help, it's okay. Temporarily, you can do that. I mean, as I said, that if you keep the hopes in their hearts, for the future in their countries, they stay. They stay close to their countries. On the border, they may stay. But if they lost their hopes for the future in their countries, then they're going to looking for the new future, better future. Better future is not, yes, Turkey is better future than their countries, but the other countries much, much better. So that's the reason, main reason.
Will there be any solution?
Well, the solution is the solution in Syria. The problem, still going on.
Get rid of Assad?
Must, because if someone kills 300,000 of their people, you cannot go on with that guy.
But on the other hand, we all know Russia is supporting him.
The thing is very interesting. You know, the Russia, Iran, they're all supporting Assad regime because of their, you know, the
Many reasons.
yeah, many reasons. Yeah.
Strategic
And,
reasons.
You know, they have the base and they located some, you know, the fighting planes.
The Russians, you
Russian,
mean?
yes,
Exactly.
and they passed
it-
through the fleet through Bosphorus.
Is that a threat to Turkey?
No, I don't think so. It's not a threat for Turkey. It's a threat for their people.
But I mean, you're a
it's
member of
the-
NATO.
Yeah, it's a threat for all over the world because of the refugees. The main reason is Assad regime, not other.
So, actually, no reason to be positive.
Well, there is no positive future in the. I mean, for the solution right now, I cannot see any positive things. Yes, Assad must go. If he goes, you know, it creates another problems maybe. But you know, the parts are thinking different. The United States thinking different. You know, the Russia and Iran also. We are suffering a lot because we have 900 kilometers of the border with Syria. So solving the problem is the best for Turkey, but also it's best for Europe and the other countries. You know, solve that refugee problems.